Hello goat lovers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and guess what is happening today? Finally. So, let's go see who's in labor. So we got these birthing stalls finished up last night just in time. Hi Dawn. They all stayed dry last night, it was raining. May. Miss Lillie, Mayo, hey Cami, Miss Elsa. So I checked ligaments on all of them a couple hours ago, and all of them are really acting uncomfortable. Mainly Mayo, Elsa, and Cami. Lillie and Dawn, not really so much. Uncomfortable, but they weren't showing any signs just looking in the pens. So May's ligaments are like almost impossible to find, but they were there. And Mayo's, they were pretty prominent, but she was still standing and stretching and kind of, you know, posty in the legs. So I thought maybe she would not have ligaments, but she did. And got into Miss Cami's pen, and she doesn't have ligaments whatsoever. And she's got just a little bit of discharge starting, but she's still in the early stages of labor. You can tell she's not having too hard of contractions. And then Elsa over here, I was also kind of wondering about her because she's acting, you know, stretching and acting really posty in the legs too, just really uncomfortable. So it's been a couple of hours since I actually got in there and touched any ligaments. So I'm gonna get back in there and just check again. Today is the 22nd, which most of these girls' due dates are today. So, babies. Elsa is being ornery. But that's okay, huh, girl? Because you're big and pregnant. And you have the right to be. I did just check her ligaments, though. She still has them. You want to come here, baby? Let me check you. Alright, sweet girl. Cami. Precious. Alright, you gonna let me check you, baby? Let me see. Right in here, if you guys can see, you can almost put your, she's a little hairy, you can almost put your whole, you can almost touch your fingers on each side when you pinch right there. So her ligaments are gone. This girl likes to have little mermaid babies. Don't ya? A little bit ago, the babies are on the right side. A little bit ago I was looking at her and there was a big awkward alien bulge. The baby moving around. But yeah, she's not having too hard of contractions. Definitely starting. Definitely uncomfortable. But nothing too serious. Another thing, when I noticed her udder, it's not really bagging up. Let's see if she'll let me. Okay, all right. Okay, you got it. I'll leave you be then. So anyway, the udder for Cami is usually like once she hits labor, that bag double or triples in size, and it hasn't. So that's one of the things. That's the reason you always check for ligaments. You have to know what ligaments feel like and how to check them, because that's going to be your only indication that labor actually has started. Udders are usually a good way to be able to gauge it as well. They'll start bagging up when they get close, and then it's like once they hit labor, in a lot of cases, not all, they will have an udder twice the size. So Udder's not always a good indication because, like I said, this girl, just for example, this girl usually does doubles or triples in size with her udder as soon as her ligaments are gone, and this year she hasn't. So not only is every doe different, but every labor for the same doe can be different. So it's important to know your animals and also know how to check for ligaments. We're gonna have babies from this girl today. So I'm gonna go check on the other girls. I gotta get some straw down for you, huh? I'm gonna put some straw down for this girl here in this pen. You good? Poor baby, you see her face. Hey, Mayo. Come here, pretty. Come here. No. Let me see you. Oh, scratches. Oh, scratches. Oh, goodness. So it's like I was saying, Mayo was doing a lot of stretching. Let's see. I'm going to show us how you've been stretching. So when I saw her this morning, I was like, oh, she might be. Just because of how she was acting. Let me see. Let me check. You gonna let me check, girl? So, you itching your bum? Oh, she's not making it easy. Oh, there they are. So I can feel her ligaments. If you don't lose those today, it'll be tomorrow, huh? They're squishy. Squishy, squishy. Miss Lilly. Here's Lilly. She's doing good. She's not really showing any signs. Huh, you're just sweet as can be. I love her. Alright, let me see. How does Mama feel? Nope, yours are there. Yours are there. Are you gonna let me show everybody your udder? No way, Jose. Let me see. So her udder has been bagging up pretty good. She's gonna have a big ol' udder. You're gonna have a big ol' udder, huh? Like your mama. Like your mama Lacy. So Lily's not in labor either, huh, girl? No, just precious. Just precious. Good girl. This will be Lily's second time kidding. Hi, baby. Hi, Mayo. It'll be Mayo's second also. But you're a screamer when you hit labor. Yes. Okay, let's go check on May. Love you. Hey, pretty May. You want me to check on you more than anything? Oh, stop. Look at May's udder. She's got such a pretty udder. It's getting big, huh, girl? It's getting big, huh, girl? Hey, sweetie. My crutches. May. So she was kind of acting like Mayo a little. May's one of those too, though. Once she's in labor, she doesn't want me to leave her side. She's not really acting like that right now, so I'm gonna check her ligaments, though. You good, Mama? Yeah, all right. Let me check you. Oh. Hers have been so hard to find. I do not think she has any. I'm gonna put this camera down and check her, guys. Okay, well, they're just so darn squishy. I was able to find them once I got her to stretch out a little. She is close. But like I said, she wasn't really acting like she wants me around. So I kind of figured she wasn't. But even the way she's standing back there, kind of... And they like to play games with your mind, too. Or maybe it's us playing games with our own minds because we want them to be in labor so bad, we've been waiting so long, blah, blah. But when they get close, they'll show signs and do certain things that they would do when they are in labor, like put their head up on something, do the weird stretches, bed up and bed down, and bed, you know what I mean? Like bedding everywhere, just trying to get comfortable, not necessarily in labor. Those are things they'll do when they're in labor, but sometimes we just want it to be so that we'll see these little signs of the uncomfortableness and are like, oh gosh, they've got to be in labor. But she's close, and she knows it. This is not her first rodeo. It's her 6th. Hoping for some pretty babies in that girl. Dopes. How we feeling, Miss Dawn? Dawn's not acting like she's in labor at all. Are you? But your due date is today. Huh. You let me feel your ligaments again, girl? Dawn. You're so pretty. She's just hoarding on to my baby girls in there. Let me see, girl. You let me feel. Good girl. Ooh. You're letting me. You're being a good girl. That's not like you. I might. Alright, guys, I gotta put this camera down again and let her stretch out. Look at her. She wants scratches. Don't you, Mama? Oh. Dawn. That feel good. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put the camera down and get a good check. Okay. I found him. She's not in labor. She's loving some scratches. She is being awful sweet for Dawn. Aren't you? Yeah, they're squishy, so they were pretty hard to find, so not much more time on this girl either. Her due date's today. Good girl. It's not often she lets me pet her. I got all the straw laid down for her, but this is some slow progression. It's been a few hours. She's having contractions. I can still see her babies moving on the other side, rolling all around. No slime or anything just yet. Still hasn't bagged up any. Hey, girl. Don't worry, take your time. So Cami is not making much progress at all. It's been quite a few hours. It's getting late. And we actually have one more storm cell rolling through, so we'll probably get some rain, a little bit more rain. But I'm getting a little worried. Right now, the second she's acting okay, but she was laying down, and when she got up, she had kind of a little bulge. I thought maybe it was like a peak of a bubble. And then I realized it didn't look like a bubble, so I kind of touched at it, and it was hard, like a hoof or something. So I'm just keeping an eye on her, but the thing is she's not having hard contractions or anything. Like, her cervix would obviously not be open. I can't go in and check. She's not acting distressed. She's having light contractions, that much is obvious. She's doing a lot of stretching. You can tell contractions because their vulva will act, the tail goes up, their legs get posty, you know, really high in the back end, and their vulva sinks in. So, I mean, she's been having contractions, but it's almost like she was having them a little bit more now. So, for now, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna be out here all night with her, but again, like I said, we got another storm cell rolling in, and we're gonna hold off for feeding them a little bit just because I don't want all of their feed to get wet. So it might be another hour before we feed, and they're all getting, It's technically feeding time, but then with the clouds too, cloud cover, they watch the sun. They know what's going on. So anyway, let's go check on these other girls just to make sure everybody else is good. It's been a few hours since I've checked ligaments. And just keep an eye on Cami. Here's that other storm rolling in. Should be the last one. Come here real quick, girl. Let's just check ya. Elsa, calm down, girl. Ooh-wee. They're there, but much, much squishier than the last time I checked. Alright, my goodness. Okay, so she's not in labor right this minute. You need to hush, Mayo and Lilly, my goodness. Come here, let me check your baby girl. Yeah, Mayo's got hers as well. Alright, little Lilly. Let's check you. You still got yours? Yes, you're good. So we're waiting for that last storm to roll through, and then we're gonna lay straw down for all of them. But I laid straw just so it doesn't get all wet all over again for the babies. But I laid it down for Cami thinking something was gonna happen, but nothing yet. Miss May. Hey, girl. Come here, sweetie. Let me see you. She's not gonna hurt you. It's just a camera. Let me see. Those are so hard to find. They're there. Let me see if you bagged up anymore. Not too much, huh? Not really? You good? Alright. Good girl. Okay. You, Miss Dawn. Come here, girl. Good girl. Can I take you, sweetie? Let me come back here to you. This girl feels like she has her left one and not her right one. It's weird. Oh, there it is. There. Can I see if you've backed up? No? Alright. Good girl. So nobody else is in labor. I'm gonna go sit back out with Cami. Which I have to say, I'm a little glad not everybody's in labor right now with all of this crappy weather. So tomorrow's supposed to be a lot nicer. We'll see. Alright, guys. So the signs you're looking for, if they are in labor, they're going to be sunken in on the sides here. This is her left side. It's much more sunken in on the right side, where you would see a divot. And the ligaments, I'm going to show you. what it looks like. Our babies were just kicking all around. Not no more. But anyway, it's sunken in right here. You'll see them sink in. All of a sudden they look like these big round puffy balls. And then they drop. And they almost don't even look as much as pregnant. Okay, so ligaments when you're checking for them. Come here, girl. You're alright. She does not want me to. Alright, so this area is the rump. This is the tail. This is the tail head. And this piece of bone here is what you're wanting to go off of. You just kind of feel alongside it. The ligaments are going to come out this way. And, you know, a lot of people will feel for them like they're running the same way as the tail here, the tailbone, and they're not. They're going to come out in a V. For some goats it might be a little higher, some might be down here. So go from the top and just feel your way down. Now, I know, baby girl. Come on. When their ligaments are gone, and she's hairy so you can't really see it, but they're sunken in right here, which she is. And if you look, you can almost put your fingers all the way around it. And, you know, it's moving around up here. Like their tail will move up here. Solid, or sunken in. It's just ooey gooey in there. No ligaments. So, there you go for Cami. Now she's sunken in. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just like kind of an indent here in their belly. Alright, Cami, thank you. She still hasn't bagged up much more either. So again, I'm going to be out here just keeping an eye. Hopefully something starts progressing quickly, because it is getting cold. At least we have a gorgeous sunset. I don't know that you guys can see that. Definitely not like I can. But when you get over here, darkness. You see the babies moving in here. They were just going crazy. You can feel them like this is a head or something. So I'm here sitting in my birthing stall with this pretty girl and still waiting for her to give birth. I felt her ligaments gone. She didn't have any ligaments this morning. And here we are late into the night and she still has no ligaments. Yet she's not showing any signs of pushing or anything like that. In theory, 12 hours from the time you don't feel ligaments to the time they give birth. But the first time I realized that was not actual, the whole 12-hour thing, was this little girl here, her first kidding. She went a good 18 hours before she had her babies. But we're approaching quite a few hours in now, and she's not showing any signs that she's about to have her babies, but she still has no ligaments. So just keeping a really close eye on this baby girl. Probably going to be a long night. At the bare minimum, I'm going to be continually checking her, setting my alarm. But right now, no hard contractions. Throughout the day, she did have contractions. There's no slime, nothing like that has happened yet, but little bit of discharge, could have been the plug. But this girl, this is going to be a long labor for her.
Yesterday, Cami had no ligaments when we came outside, and Crystal was outside with her all day long. And last night her labor stopped. This morning the ligaments are back. And that's probably not good. That's only ever happened one other time before, and we lost that doe and 2 of her babies, and we're able to save 1.
Ah!